What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the DX Gamer Show and my SimCity Let's Play for Friday, May 3rd, 2013. My name is OperationDx, and we're once again in the city of Trenton working on our population to get it up and high. And here's one of those tourist attractions that was requested in the comments, and I want to make sure I get it out right. And I forget the name of this one. It's the Arch Day Triumph, or Arch Day Triumph. I don't know, I pronounced it incorrectly. Shame on me. In this episode, we're going to work a little bit on our public transportation system, as it's going to be kind of critical, and we just crossed over the 100,000 population marker, and hopefully we climb up fast from here. I do see a lot of room still for development, so let's go ahead and we're going to put the regional bus terminal in here, and then I think by the end of this episode, I want to get the streetcars in. We should be able to afford it with all these nice tourist attractions and the income from the large population. And what? Did we just dip below 100,000? What the crap? Okay, so hopefully we get that up there. I want to have like 200,000 by the end of this episode. And then once we get all this stuff up and running, we'll go ahead and take a tour of the city with the mayor. So that should be something fun to do for this Friday episode, and pretty much end out the week with our SimCity Let's Play, and then we'll start back up with Monday doing a couple more things. I don't know if we'll still be in the city depending on how far we get during this episode. And here we go again with all the abandoned buildings, man. They just gotta knock this off. There's so many abandoned buildings in the city. I don't understand. I mean, is crime really that bad? I guess the higher class citizens don't like to deal with it at all, so they just move out. One thing that is kind of nice about the city, though, is I haven't seen too many homeless people, and that probably has something to do with the lower taxes. And oh my goodness, I don't have enough money to start this event. Well, we're making a lot of money, though. Even though our hourly income is going down as we do more things, we're still making quite a bit of money from the alloys, plastics, and metals. And it looks like our city's in quite the development boom here, as large building after large building keeps going up. And this is great, and hopefully we'll hit that, oh yeah, see, 114,000 and climbing, and I want to see that happen throughout the entire episode. So let's go ahead and head down to the street level and take a tour with the mayor of Trenton.
So here you can see we're floating above my favorite road in the whole city, Main Street. Of course, my city's better than other people's cities because I have two Main Streets. See, this is Main Street 1, and then we're going to turn down Main Street 2, and that makes my city better. So, did you just notice the sign we passed there? A middle-class hotel with a tiki lounge. That's pretty much where all the famous people go to hang out in this city. So here we're turning down Broad Street. And you can see to the left where it says low-cost services. Yeah, that's Bill's house. Yeah, the whole building, that's Bill's house. Bill was telling me this funny story the other day, telling me about how some purple dinosaur came out of the ground and ate all his garbage. Kinda laughed and chuckled at him a little bit. I'm not sure if Bill's all there, to be honest. Although, speaking of interesting stories, I did take a trip over to Sleepy Cliffs the other day, and as I was driving down the road, I saw this big saucer thing in the sky, and it basically had this big blue beam coming out. Anyway, I want to go ahead and take a minute to highlight that fancy park there. The other day, I was walking my dog, and he took a big fat dump right in the middle of that art sculpture. People were really irritated with me, saying, "Mayor, how could you let your dog take a dump right in the middle of that park?" People were just disgusted with me. Wasn't sure quite what to do, so I went ahead and telephone called Maxis man, told them we had an emergency in the city. Then Maxis man proceeded to lecture me for an entire 3 hours about how that's not what he's there for. Anyway, got a little sidetracked there with that whole thing. So this is the back of the city where we got on railroad tracks, and I just want to highlight that Trenton has one of the best public transportation systems in the entire region. So here we have Maxis man's house, and we're going to go ahead and send him out on a mission. I keep telling him, Maxis man, you got to deal with the crime in this city. It's so bad. And he says, "No, Mayor, I can't. I don't have enough renown points to tackle crime," whatever that means, like it's some kind of video game or something. I think what I'm gonna have to end up doing is holding some kind of poker night or something, invite Maxis man over so we can have some sort of straight talk about this whole renown point system thingy. Anyway, that's pretty much Trenton in a nutshell. I hope this was a helpful tour. You kind of get your way around the city. Anyway, if you happen to see a big purple dinosaur or meteors coming out of the sky, you should go ahead and go tell Bill. Because you took this tour and now you know where it lives.
And thank you, Mayor of Trenton, for that very interesting tour on our Friday episode of SimCity. Well, I think it's pretty much just a matter of time at this point. We just don't really have anything else to do with the city but just let it go and let the population fill in. So basically, we're just going to kind of do a couple of housekeeping type things here as we wait for our city to grow. And I am really concerned about the whole power, water, and waste treatment situation because I definitely think that's going to become an issue. And we're crossing into the past 100,000 marker. We're almost at 120,000 Sims, and we're making our way quickly here. And apparently we have yet another security situation at the airport, and the criminals flock to Trenton for some reason. Of course, they flock to any city that you're actually in, and if you rescue those, if you take down those criminals, you get 10,000 simoleons for it. So I guess there's just a bunch of sporadic free money kind of thing going on with those Great Works projects, as the whole thing of them breaking down or things going bad is pretty much just a thing where you just wait for time to pass a little bit and then you just get some free money. So here's a pretty cool thing here with a police helicopter in operation, pretty much flying above that building. I take it there's crime going on there. And and the street over, you can see all the taxi cabs, and on the back there you can see all the police cars pretty much stuck in traffic. I think it's kind of interesting too that you actually don't build these taxi cab services, and all of a sudden you see taxis all over the freaking city. It's pretty cool that like it's like its own little internal thing where those services are going into place and you're not building them. That's kind of interesting. And what the crap, man? It looks like my entire police force is sitting on that street. What is going on there? That's just ridiculous. Oh, apparently one of the cop cars got to the criminal or whatever because they all stopped. They stopped with their sirens. That's so ridiculous, man. Oh, you know what? I forgot. We're not done building the stuff in the city. We're going to go ahead and put in the streetcars. That's one last thing that I wanted to do to make sure that happens. So we're pretty much going to clear out this block that's pretty much underdeveloped here. Doesn't have any of the big buildings because I would be less likely to do it if it had. Oh, it's starting to actually make one big building. We're going to go ahead and knock all these down real quick here. And then we're going to throw in the streetcars, man. We're going to do that. And that's a nice way to round off the city. So we have all the high-end buildings, the large fire truck, the police precinct, the hospital, and then we got pretty much all the public transportation here, the regular buses, the regional bus, the trains, and now we're going to have the streetcars, and hopefully that'll help things along. But look at my population, dude. It's freaking exploding right now. 226,000 people. We'll probably easily be able to hit that 300,000 for sure. We'll probably hit it this episode. And one of those things that are happening, and I was worried about, look at our water. We're in the caution water, which means we are not getting enough. And that means that we're going to have to deal with the horrendous server lag thing when we try to put more water. We're probably going to put more water in Riverview and then send it over here. And we're not doing that this episode because I'm not going to sit there for hours and hours and hours waiting for the whole system to update. So what we'll do is we'll pretty much finish this one off after we get the streetcars all up and running, and that'll pretty much be it for this episode. And then we may revisit this Monday for a short period, and then we're probably going to go ahead and do that one episode thing where we build that third electronic city in the region to basically manufacture the other Great Works project, the solar array. And there is one other one that we haven't done, but I don't know if we're going to do it during this series. We'll see, I guess. And then if you guys have any other ideas for maybe building a city, I may do another one if you guys really, really want it, because some of you guys are getting upset that I'm talking about ending the series. But it's okay, we'll have to go ahead and find ourselves another game that'll be just as fun to do a Let's Play series on. But I'm enjoying doing all of these, and I love all the feedback, and you guys have been great as far as the comments and just hitting that like button for me on those videos. That, of course, helps my channel. I really appreciate it, you guys. And I got to do some pretty fun things towards the end of the series here, like the whole mayor thing, pretty much letting my guard down and being a full-on goofball. And it's fun to do that, but sometimes, you know, I'm worried that, you know, it may annoy someone too much, and I always get worried about doing those kind of things, getting all like crazy and goofy. Although that's part of my personality, and that's how I am. I really do like to just kind of kick back and just be myself, and you know, just throw some weird stuff out there. And look at me being incredibly open here. I don't know what it is. Friday episodes, I'm just not the same. It's like the end of the week, and I'm just a big crazy fool. Anyways, so awesome. We pretty much got everything in here I wanted to get into the city. We built it really quick. This went up within a few days, and we've got a huge population. We've almost hit that 300,000 marker, and this has been a pretty good one. We'll go ahead and throw in a couple more tracks and see if we can't hit that line of 300,000 people in the next couple of minutes here. Although we might not be able to, because we got a bit of a situation there with the water. We're probably going to have a situation with the power and the waste treatment, as we're probably capping all of those things here towards the end. You know what I'll probably do for the Monday episode is we'll go ahead and do the standard look at the graph thing and see the demographics and all the stuff that's going on in the city. Well, that's pretty much it for this Friday episode. Thank you guys for watching the DX Gamer Show and my SimCity Let's Play. I'll see you guys Monday. Have a great weekend. Take care, guys.